Hey everybody, this is Laird of Garskad, and today I want to do a video response to Veritas 48 again. And he did a general response to maybe 28 to 30 people who responded to his video on the argument from facts of normativity. And yeah, Veritas. You know, I'm not an atheist, and I'm not trying to say that I want special attention, but my video response, I guess maybe I misunderstood the challenge because I thought it was just to critically analyze your argument and look for the flaws. That's what I understood. It wasn't really to push my view. It wasn't the challenge wasn't to convince you of my position. It was just to critically analyze your argument. That's what I took it to mean. And yeah, and I did kind of say I did give you an example as to how the rational ought is and becomes the ethical ought, and you can and basically that's from Zen Buddhism, which I kind of subscribe to, but I'm not trying to convince you of it. But yeah, the rational ought is and becomes the ethical ought, and I explained that in the video response. I guess I could explain it again. It's basically the rational ought is when you say the rational ought is when you perceive what merely is. Well, immediately that flags in my mind, aha, that's basically Zen Buddhism, where when you meditate, you clear everything out and you just look around and say, this merely is. This is what is the case. And what will happen when you clear out all this mental stuff in your mind, you immediately see what you ought to do if you are doing it right. You say, aha, this is what is the case. This is what I can do. This is a problem here, and this is what I can do to solve it. And if you are truly perceiving what is, you react spontaneously and you just do it without even thinking about it, and you um, behave in an ethical way. And it's not something that can be really explained, but without any crap upstairs, mental crap, you immediately see what you got to do and you do it. It's like when you see, it's the same thing with. This is true for everybody, even if you're not a Zen Buddhist. It's like if you see um, a kid fall and scrape his knee on the sidewalk, and you just so happen to have some. You just happen to have a Band-Aid and some Neosporin in your backpack, and you're walking along and you see this happen, and you know you have time, you're just walking around for no reason. Instinctively, we all feel the urge to stop and say, hey, relax, stop crying, no problem. Take out the Neosporin and say, look, this is just Neosporin. I can help you. Here you go. Here's a Band-Aid. Um, Comfort them, and, here you go. Here's a Band-Aid. Feel better. And then you walk on, or other things like, the cliche of helping an old lady cross the street or whatnot. These are all just spontaneous acts that we don't think about, and that's because we are merely perceiving what is, and from that we just say, oh, this is, okay, this is what I got to do, no big deal. Yeah, so all these things are true for all humans, regardless of whether they are atheists or theists. You make the claim that atheists say that there are no better states of mind because I guess they can't measure it or whatever. And if you had, I don't think you did. If you had watched my video response, which was 50 minutes long, it was very in depth, and I was really trying to go through each and every point that you made in your little 7-minute video. There are no better states of mind. I mean, how do you measure better? How do you say what the quality of this state of mind is over this state of mind? Really, it's something that you can't measure really well with a commonly accepted standard of how to measure what is a better state of mind and what isn't. However, you can name very clearly what this state of mind is. So, is this a rational state of mind, or is this an irrational state of mind? Neither is better than the other. I think that because sometimes an irrational state of mind, you can be meditating, And that's when you let go of rationality for a little while, and you just perceive, and you just get on a high about or staring at the stars in the universe. I made that example in my video response. That's not a rational state of mind, but you are perceiving the majesty and awe of the universe, which is something that atheists and theists and all humans basically can subscribe to. So we can say rational and irrational states of mind, and we can tell what is a rational argument and what is not a rational argument. And you very, very well gave the example of modus ponens, which is like P, if P then Q, and that's why P therefore Q, which is the same thing, and the other way around is a logical fallacy. And we are able to name these things, and you can make a logical argument that anybody can follow, and we can easily name this as a rational argument that makes sense step by step, like links in a chain. However, your argument for normativity, you do say that it's not like a chain, it's like a rope, which is like this is one thread in the rope, and you have to have all the other threads in order for it to hold, like that. I want to say that the cumulative argument, like you say, the cumulative argument is exactly the same as a conspiracy theory. Okay, a conspiracy theory is when you name all these coincidences, or you name all these little things, and as you keep naming more coincidences or whatever, they all add up, and after a long time, after I bombard you with coincidences, then you want to say, oh, there are just too many coincidences. There has to be a conspiracy. There has to be something that explains all these coincidences that are together. And no, that is not. That is irrational and idiotic. You don't want to. I mean, it's a logical fallacy by metaphor. Really, it's like no. What you're trying to do with these arguments, you say you need the arguments of axiological arguments and the normative argument and all your other arguments, and after that you'll have a very strong theory, and you have to hold out. And what you're doing is a conspiracy theory for God, and that is not logical. No one should believe a conspiracy theory, period. A cumulative argument, I mean, it's interesting and it's thrilling. It makes for a good Hollywood movie, like the movie Conspiracy Theory. It was a great movie, but that is not something that should be taken seriously, period. Never should be taken seriously. Anyway, Veritas, I really wished that you did go through each argument and each person's video response, because I really wanted to hear what you said about my video response, because I did spend a long time on it, and I do make a lot of points that you do not address. Like 99% of my video are points that you do not address in this video response, and I would like to see you do a response to my video. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. This is Laird of Garskaden signing out, and Veritas 48, I look forward to your next argument for God.